I'm also a bad person. So last time I was on this stage, I made fun of. I think that's a good description. I made fun of the podcast Up and Vanished, hosted by Payne Lindsay, who I just kind of characterized him as a guy that he doesn't know what he's doing. He didn't know what he was doing. He learns what he's doing, but it's just like a podcast about him going like, I don't know how to. I want to have a try. I don't know. I kind of made fun of him. I don't think I was like high-fiving him. I don't think I was that flattering. And then tonight I saw that he tweeted like it was clear he had heard the thing because I said he sounded like Chris Pratt, and he said so. He tweeted. I saw a tweet from him and said, well, at least I sound like Chris Pratt. And then I think they had an emoji that was like kind of like a guy with a hand over his face or something like that, like he was embarrassed. Because Cody looked him up, and he's just an adorable guy. He loves his wife, and like he did a good true crime podcast, and then I made fun of him, and I didn't want him to hear it. You know that some shithead like.
Yeah, someone just probably told him about it.
Like couldn't resist. I just don't understand that instinct.
Like the person that felt the need to
Ron Jeremy
to track down Ron Jeremy's Reddit and
I still maintain that guy though is if he's listening. I didn't really.
He's a good person.
I didn't really think that guy. No, the guy that went to Ron Jeremy. I didn't feel like that guy was really trying to cause beef or.
It's just weird that like you say something. Like, I mean, it's stupid to think that what we're doing here is in a vacuum. Of course, what we say will send ripples out and butterfly effects and all this shit. But, it's just like everything we say can reach its unintended targets.
And probably will.
And maybe Payne Lindsay was already a listener, which would be rad. He's a fun guy. He'd make a great guest.
We should have him on the show.
Maybe Ron Jeremy's
like Chris Pratt.
We should get Ron Jeremy on the show. Get to the bottom of that shit.
We did get to the bottom of it.
Well, did we? I mean, I think we have to go straight to the source.
That would be amazing if we got him on the show. We were interviewing, and we were like, "Well, I gotta ask. What's with the banana peel?" And
he has every
thanks. And then he
has every right to say, "I don't know what you're talking about. Maybe I was drunk and doing a joke." Like he might just throw that away, like so many banana peels.
Oh shit!
Yeah, he would have a right to do that, but that would make him a big liar because when the person said it to him, he had a very quick response that he knew exactly what that person was talking about.
I think he had a fallback. I think when somebody goes on his Reddit and asks him specific questions, he has a cute answer that's very convenient. But in the moment, I think he had ulterior motives that were way more complicated in the moment.
It could be both. Wow. I think that's giving him too much credit for being clever to say, like, he has all these versions of how to deal with people asking him about a banana peel.
Did we talk about my conversation with David Keith? Keith David. Keith, I always do that. Yeah. Keith David, about cross-mounted pussy? We've talked about it on the show, I believe, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's been going on for so long, I can't remember.
Yeah, but when he was on Rick and Morty, I think the last Rick and Morty, right? Maybe we're repeating old news here, but there's a line in the movie Platoon that Keith David says, and he refers to going back, sniffing that cross-mounted pussy down by the river. And Matt Gorley and I from Super Ego fame and Harmon Quest fame have really tried to get to the bottom of what is cross-mounted pussy. Why is it cross-mounted? What are the pros and cons of it being cross-mounted? And Dan worked with him on Community a couple times, and you asked him, and you didn't get a satisfactory answer to that.
No.
He was so nice when I met him, because I was wearing this exact same suit with the kind of a little window pane check, and he was wearing a similar suit. There's a photo that I have, I think, on my Insta Noodles, and he was so pleasant. I go, okay, I'm going to be that guy, and I'm going to ask you about Platoon. So I got some Platoon questions where he's like, lay them on me. And we talked about cross-mounted pussy, and we finally came to the conclusion. He goes, look, man, I don't know. That was some Oliver Stone shit. He just said, I was just reading my lines.
Oh, yeah.
So so the answer is we don't know. So now I don't want to have to deal with Oliver Stone about this issue because he's going to do a Ron Jeremy and have some fucking terse convenient answer that doesn't satisfy me or anybody else.
Why can't you believe that that's his line? Because here's the thing. It's like you're expecting it to be something dirty, I think, because it's like a banana. And so the fact that it's not, that's like, it's a brilliant move.
What I think it was, I think he had a banana peel on his shoulder. I don't think he had a clever line ready to go or a dirty line, like some salacious like rejoinder when somebody asked him about it. I do know that he seemed bummed out when a guy asked him about it from behind his back. So that leads me in that direction. But I think that maybe he was just doing that. I think he was in a bad mood.
No, come on, we've been over this.
I know.
We got this figured out from top to bottom. He was. It's a thing that he does. If he sees a banana peel, he puts it.
Yeah.
He does that. It's one of maybe 5
trick.
things that he has up his sleeve, and then he likes to be funny probably for the girls, and didn't want to be vulnerable with you, and was like, yeah, I mean. You just saw a weird side of him.
Yeah, I think then he takes a banana peel. When you ask him if you're a woman, why are you wearing a banana peel, I think it ends up with somehow pussy being cross-mounted.
And I think the cross-mounted pussy is like it's holy pussy. It's like on a cross. It's like Christ pussy. Like it's like so good.
Yeah,
it's like the best pussy.
That was one of our theories we thought about.
That's probably it.
Cross-mounted pussy. Gross.
Yeah.
If you love a pussy, don't crucify it.
That's about it.